We're on? Yeah, we're on. Good evening. Nice to be here as always. On something a bit... Oh, ugh, yuck. On something a bit colder tonight. Which is dripping all over me. Sure is hot here. I've got the windows open and it's 78 degrees in here. So, yeah, it's a bit late. What's the time? 8:30. It's rather late. I went for a short walk today, then I had to go in town and came back and probably fell asleep in the chair for about 3 hours. So I'm all behind. First things first, I gotta say, Akaya Vakaz. Now, I think I pronounced that right. I hope I pronounced that right. If I've got it wrong, forgive me. But Akaya Vakaz, you know who you are. Thank you so much for your comment that you left in the last video. That's fantastic. Thank you very much. I was moved, very moved by what you said. Thank you very much. I really mean it. Thank you very much. That was fantastic. Thank you. You will notice also that I've changed the name of the channel. That's in preference to Michelangelo. I'm so happy to be called Michelangelo. If that's what you want to call me, that's fine. But if you go onto YouTube and type in Michelangelo, you get a whole raft of goodness knows what come up. And if I say to somebody, oh, I do a channel on YouTube and it's Michelangelo, just look for Michelangelo, and you type Michelangelo in, you get a whole raft of stuff, but not me. So try and make it a bit easier. So I changed the name. If it doesn't come up any easier, I'll just have to leave it. But yeah, change is as good as a rest. So first things first, first of the month, so we do the giveaway in a minute. Yeah, anybody remember this? TV series. There's 12 episodes. Looking forward to that. I vaguely remember it. As a child, I vaguely remember it. Episode 1, original transmission, 31st of March 1969. So that tells you how old this series is. But it is colour. So any of you remember that, the flashing blade? I vaguely remember it. So it's going to be fun having a crack at that. Damn seagulls. R 135 or 132, pays your money, takes your choice. Our strong point, I'll show you where I'm at. Starting to look rather good. Give you a glance inside. Got the sniper's position in. Had a bit of trouble with that, but I've done it now. I had to glue it in position in the end with a hot glue gun. But that's okay, it looks okay. Same with the sandbags here. I'll give them another coat of paint tomorrow. Something lighter. This is too dark, it's really only the base colour. But I found with them, you had to glue them with a hot glue gun, something like Tamaya glue or something like that. I was never going to do it. And there's two sorts of sacks in that box. Sandbags, I should say sacks, sandbags. There's A and B. They're listed on the bottom. Whether you can see that on there. Possibly just see the B on that one. Oh, down. The B bags are for the very top of whatever you build, and the A bags are all for underneath. So you build it all up with your A bags, and then you put your B bags for the, almost like coping stones on a wall. You just put them on the top. But it was a long, hard job prepping 2 boxes of sandbags. It was very tough on the fingers, I gotta say. I didn't use all of them. I mean, that's... So what we got left. I suppose I used, what, 2/3 of them we used. We put them together and then we put a figure up against them. And yeah, it looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. So, happy with that. Hopefully tomorrow we'll repaint them sandbags a lighter colour and get the groundwork on. Get some filler on the ground, get that done. Once we do that, I think that'll be bulk of it done. I got some I think we might use 1 or 2 bits out of that just to dot around. Oh, and of course we got the obligatory mini art pigeons to go on there, so we'll paint up a few pigeons. So we'll do that, but yeah, I'm pleased with it. It's well, just a kid's thing really, I guess. But if you go the extra mile, or the extra few yards, it looks very good. It looks very good. So we'll get on with the giveaway, which this month is remember I was on about them in a previous video. So there's 2 tools in the pack, large and small. This being the larger of the 2, and you can feel that's tacky. That's the same, smaller one, that's the same. And apparently if these, after a prolonged period of use, sort of lose their adhesion, what you do is take something like a piece of sellotape or a piece of insulation tape and just hold it sticky side up by both ends and just roll this thing along, and that redoes the adhesion. I've got a pair in my drawer, so somebody might like to have these. Perfect for picking up those small fiddly little items in your kit or whatever you're building. So we'll do the draw, what should we say, Friday. We'll do it Friday evening, give you the week to get your comments in. I can't think what word to put in. Okay, just put in, I'm just looking over here at the little pile of boxes. Just put it in sandbag. That's word that sticks out over there. Just put it in sandbag in the comment. And we'll enter you for the draw for the Gauge Master pick and place tools. Well worth having in your toolkit. So that's it really, that's me done. I hope you're all well. Not getting too hot, because it sure is hot here. I'm going to get hotter apparently. I don't do hot. So we'll get on with the strong point tomorrow, as soon as I can get that finished. And that'll be more or less it. Once I get the ground done, that'll be more or less it. And the paint the sandbags a lighter colour, because that's too dark. That's English uniform. It's English uniform. So get that done. And it'll just be little odds and ends. I've got some barbed wire to make up. Some 1/35 scale barbed wire. I'm going to use for my key a minute. Where's my key? Excuse me, my key a minute. I've got some which I bought specially for the job. Some very fine copper wire. That's what we're going to use to make up some barbed wire. It's amazing, isn't it? We can't even produce a bit of copper wire in this country. So that's what we're going to use for barbed wire, and we'll put a bit of barbed wire in places. What I am going to do is somewhere around here I'm going to have a largish shell hole, and up somewhere around here will be a bit smaller shell hole. So we'll have a couple of shell holes in the ground, just give it a bit more realism. And some barbed wire and, like I said, the pigeons and a few battlefield items scattered around. Now it should look pretty good. You can see where I've, hopefully you can see in there, where I've dirtied the fireplace, where the soot's gone up. That was a considerable effort to paint that. It was just layer upon layer upon layer. I just didn't really seem to want to cover. I don't know what it was. Down the front here, I'll make up a few of those red tiles, and we'll drop a few on the ground with this slit off. We'll do that. So yeah, not a bad build. I'm quite pleased with the way it's gone. It's been a fun build. Like I say, that sniper's position thing, I had to glue that in with a hot glue gun. Ordinary glue wasn't going to do it. And there's two, if you're going to build one of these at any time, on that sniper's board, there's two lugs on the front that go into the wall to sort of help hold it there. Bear in mind, they break off very easily. I broke one off and had to effect a repair. I drilled it out and put a little stub of wire in there, which has gone into the wall. They break off very easily. It may just be actually the age of the kit and the age of the plastic. It's gone a little bit sort of brittle perhaps. But that's what we're on tomorrow. I might even put some of that stuff around. But definitely going to do some stuff with some barbed wire anyway. So, these are nice if you're into 135. These are nice kits to have on the shelf. Yeah, very nice. So anyway, yeah, I'm starting to ramble now. I'm going to go and shoot that seagull or watch a video or something. Once we've done that, we'll get on with the get them done. And the kit figures, which I'm looking forward to enormously. Kit figures, that's going to be fun. So thanks for everybody for subscribing. Thanks for all your comments. Sandbag in the comment will do for the pick and place tools. Yeah, that's me done. See you in the next one.